Alright, so we good?
Apparently it's there.
Okay. Hello everyone, Cartographers Guild here. I am Josh.
I'm Drea.
I'm Leah.
I'm Brad.
And welcome to episode 7 of our Birth by Sleep Let's Play. And for anybody in the know, today that we are recording is Video Game Day.
Woohoo!
Some national thing or something like that? I don't know. I was just informed of it today, and who knows?
It's apparently disputed, like it could also be July 12th. You know what? It's today.
Whatever.
It's as many days as we can get away with saying it's National Video Games
Fine.
Day. This is how we celebrate.
Every Tuesday is National Video Games Day.
It is on the Cartographers Guild stream.
Indeed.
Anywho, what are we doing?
Leaf Bracer, goody.
Yeah, I finally
getting a
freaking
Leaf
got
Bracer.
Leaf Bracer. Leaf Bracer makes you invincible while
You're
casting
healing.
Cure.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's neat.
And it comes on Crawling Fire, which is half of Mega Flare, and we've had Fission Frogger for a while, so that will be exciting.
Well done, sir. So we have all kinds of goodies here. And in this lovely thing that Josh bought Drea for their anniversary, which they just had. Happy anniversary.
We had an anniversary.
We did.
What should we start with? Maybe the apple pie Oreos?
There's actually something I've wanted to say. And I hadn't mentioned it. I couldn't figure out a good time to say it, but I would like to mention to people watching the stream, people watching videos. I'm not sure where to post this, maybe on our website or something like that. But the reason we do things, why have snacks while we're gaming and all this stuff, is because we want to make this a very casual environment. We want it to feel like you guys are in the room with us, just kind of hanging out and chilling. So it's not going to be like, most most streamers who are all by themselves in a room with a green screen behind them, so they fade into the game and all that other stuff. No, we want you to feel like you're gaming with us, you're playing with us. So
I think I said something to that effect, but
I
not
think you
so
did too.
well.
Yeah, but I just wanted to expand on it.
It's important that you feel like if there's another piece of couch right here, you could grab your drink and sit down with us because you are our friends.
Yes, and if you were here, as you have seen with our guests,
we feed you.
Yeah. Have some snacks. That's what we're here for.
Have some snacks. Make fun of each other. Kindly. You know, what friends
judge.
do.
So, let's
most
swap
friends-
this out because I think there's actually a bag in there.
Most friends don't judge, Trey. We just put up with it because we love you.
What are you talking about? We all judge.
Okay, I don't judge. Brad, do you judge?
What is funny, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
see?
don't judge.
You judge when you're just in denial about your judgment.
Am I? How much
You're
judging?
judging me right now.
Oh, snap.
Oh snap!
I respectfully disagree. I'm pointing out something that's happening. That's not judging.
Well, see, and that's how I feel. I'm not judging. I'm making an observation.
Uh-huh.
It just has a firm opinion behind it.
Anyway, so do we remember what the plot was last time?
Nope.
It's the same as Ventus's plot.
No, that is a trick question. I was actually going to bring this up, but this this particular planet is a perfect example of why I don't particularly like Aqua. Because she showed up, and the boys were like, hey, let's go on an adventure. She's like, I don't want to do, but okay. And then you go around, and you just kind of walk, you do a full circuit of the island, nothing happened, you get to the end and you're like, oh, Ven had a character moment here. He grew up a little. He left his toy that Terra gave him.
Right.
And you're like,
I
oh,
remember that.
she saw that, and that's it. And then, Hook was there, and he's like, I'm annoyed that this thing that happened while Ven was around happened, and I'm just finding out about it now. And then Hook left, and then a random monster showed up, and that's going to be our boss. The boss that has nothing to do with it.
So you're saying Aqua got shafted on plots?
Aqua, every part of Aqua's story is
Filler.
It's filler. It's following the boys around, seeing what they're up to.
And making sure the princes find their princesses. Don't forget that.
Well,
We had to make Aqua feel like she was doing something important.
she does things sometimes in the world, but she doesn't have her own story. She is there to observe and help
that is
others.
unfortunate because she should have her own story.
She should have her own story.
It's kind of crap that she does not have her own story.
The other part, and that you may not be catching on because our volume is quiet, is... Wasn't this where the plot was? That was in this direction. Aqua's voice acting is really flat.
I thought that was just the character, but...
I mean, then it's poor direction. When she talks, it sounds like she's barely emoting at all.
That's true, and I was really surprised because, as I mentioned, I thought the voice sounded familiar when we started this game, so I looked up her voice actress. and it's Willa Holland. Willa Holland? I know Willa somebody. She plays Thea Queen on Arrow, so I'm familiar with the actress.
Oh, okay.
And she doesn't sound anything like that. Like, she's not emotive or anything like that. So it must have been direction. Because I know that that's not... I know that the actress is capable of more range than that.
Is this where the boss is? I know there's a boss one screen away from here. There we go. I can tell because the music cut out.
Oh, it's you again. Why do you have the wooden sword?
Because he's a dick. I don't know.
Well, that's Terra's.
It's Terra's. How did you get that?
So you're gonna break it.
Don't you break that.
It's gonna break it. Snap.
Did he have a need for her?
No. No. He said she was a backup.
Right.
So I guess he doesn't think that anymore.
So Silver was saying maybe the flat effect is an attempt to convey a sense of maturity.
I was thinking so. Like, maybe that was
stability.
Yeah, she's definitely less excitable than the boys. I don't know. There's ways to do that with more inflection than she's doing it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm convinced it's direction.
I would totally believe that. Because, like, it's really consistent.
Yeah. I mean, that's
And she's
true.
always down in, like, the lowest part of her register. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine, they were trying to make her sound serious.
But they managed.
Yeah, but they also overdid it.
Yeah, agreed.
Serious or emotionless robot?
She's not supposed to be a robot, though, because she cares, because we have all of
Oh,
these
did you
scenes.
see that? Prison Raid is cool.
It was cool. But but we have all these scenes that show how much she does care about them.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, she does care.
Even though she sounds like she's on Valium.
That's a good way of describing it. Oh, hey Silver. Hey Silver. I reserved my copy on Steam of Secret of Mana today.
I didn't know it was already up for pre-sale.
Apparently it is, because I might have been checking.
Oh.
Well, you didn't buy like the collector's edition or anything like that?
No, there is no collector's edition. There's just
Really?
there's just pre-order bonus.
I'm
you didn't
really
wait long
surprised. Yeah.
Oh, if that's true, I'm going to be so sad. I will upgrade it. Or something.
You'll probably be able to ask for a refund or whatever. Steam is usually pretty good about that.
No, so far there's just pre-order bonuses. And it seemed
For
pretty...
what?
It seemed pretty, like, slim, too. I was surprised. A couple of costumes.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't cost anymore. It was $40. It was just if you pre-order.
Yeah,
you
no,
get
I
these. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where I don't expect DLC to exist for that game. So.
Apparently I'm not invincible while using this move. What do you know?
Nope.
That makes it a bad move.
It's kind of
That
lame,
move is bad.
actually.
You're very invincible.
I am extremely invincible.
Extremely.
I'm maybe extra invincible.
Graham flavored cookie.
Well, that would make sense if you're an apple pie.
Take one down, pass it around.
99 Oreos.
Well, smell cinnamon in me.
It smells cinnamony.
So the consensus is it smells cinnamony.
Yes, I believe
Did it
so.
wrong.
And fake appley.
Yeah, the filling's got it.
Oh, I like that. Whoa.
Huh.
Damn, Oreo.
Oh, filling's really strong on that one.
Good job. Like, some of their flavors are a little but I like that one a lot.
This may be the best experiment in recreating a flavor that
You're not done yet.
Oreo has performed thus far.
I would agree.
Excuse me. I was supposed to be invincible.
Already?
I have the ability equipped that gives it to me, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to level it up before you got the ability.
No, that just makes it permanent,
Yeah.
like you've always got it.
Gotcha. That was lame. I like hunted you down, too.
Yeah. This guy has... I feel like I've barely done any damage. This is not great.
Yeah, you haven't barely done any damage.
You might have to take some time to level up, which is not great.
That's okay. We can talk about things and be friends.
No. Refuse.
Right.
So,
Damn, that was impressive. Hook me up with some more of
I
that.
was at like half health.
Here, Brad, have a cookie. You'll feel better. Here.
I doubt it. Everything is terrible.
Everything is not terrible. Stop being a poop.
Oh!
Put that over there.
Our food.
He said, I refuse. I have children.
Okay, those are really interesting.
I understand full mouth.
I really like that.
yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say they duplicate apple pie very well.
Oh, no.
But they're really good.
They taste like apple cinnamon oatmeal.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Quaker apple cinnamon oatmeal.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty
That's what they
good
taste like.
similarity.
It's been a while, but yeah, I can see that.
Prism raid level 3! Okay.
See if I can pull that off correctly.
Come on.
You unlocked Magic Pulse 2?
You're the one that left her.
Come on now. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Silly dog.
You have only yourself to blame.
Finish commands. Magic Pulse level 2. Branch off into these things.
What do those do?
There's like probably Magic Pulse 3 and then something else.
Let's see what something else is.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
Okay. Do we just stay on this to get there?
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
you see how that has a 1 already? That's probably for like gaining AP or something.
Got it.
Or steps. Sometimes it's how many steps you've taken. That's silly.
No, go lay down or something. I wish you understood lay down. Lay down. Like, that's my goal. I just want someone to teach you lay down. It's not going to be me. I want someone else to do it. Go sit. Sit. Sit.
What else should I work on?
So I looked it up a little bit online
She's
when you,
about to.
when you pointed out it was National Video Games Day. And its origins are shrouded in mystery.
Okay.
Right down to what day it is. But nobody knows where it came from. But apparently the internet has... Apparently it's been a good branding day.
That's all holidays are for anymore.
So,
We live in a cyberpunk future.
oh, you're about to die.
Yep. This character sucks.
Poor Aqua.
Speaking of shrouded in mystery, did anybody see that Stuart Brown production piece that I put in the GroupMe?
I have not looked at it yet. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So
I do intend to.
Stuart Brown, who is a guy who's done video game related documentaries. He started off just doing like weapons guides for Call of Duty, but his stuff was so like, I hate Call of Duty. It's a garbage game. And this is coming from somebody who loves first person shooters.
Yeah, cue the fanboys. Boo.
Whatever. They don't watch our channel anyways.
Yeah. They're not welcome here.
Never will.
No, that's an audience we're never getting. But wow, okay. But his quality is so good, and instead of just saying, yeah, when you're playing Call of Duty, this is the bullet spread, this is the bullet drop, this is how much damage it does at these ranges, and all this other stuff. He actually went into the backgrounds behind the weapons, like the actual realistic backgrounds, the history of the guns and stuff like that. And they were such high quality that I watched all of them because his stuff is so good, and I, of course, subscribe to his channel so I can keep watching stuff. And he has branched off because he's like, I'm kind of done doing the weapons guides because it's Call of Duty. You see the same weapons every game. There's no point in me doing the same weapon guide over and over again. So he started doing other things, but they're all video game related. And his most recent one is about an hour long.
Wow.
Documentary on Polybius. And do you guys have any idea what Polybius is?
I don't.
Okay, so Polybius, speaking of Shrouded in Mystery, was an arcade game that exists. Okay, it's a myth. It is a myth. It is a mythical arcade game that existed in, I think think it was 81 or 83.
Okay.
Something like that supposedly showed up in an arcade in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
It was linked, because this was part of the myth, to people coming down with all sorts of like seizures. I don't know if a hemorrhage was in there, but it was a bunch of like
horrible crap.
Well, for some people, not for everybody.
I didn't ever buy
But it was a game that existed for a couple of weeks in an arcade in Portland, Oregon, and then mysteriously disappeared.
Wow, I mean, it sounds like the Ring movie for the arcade, kind of.
Well, it said it didn't kill anybody.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was one of those things where a lot of people and you know what they had said was that people who came to service it or collect the coins were all men in black. You know, it wasn't actual like the normal technicians never showed up, and they had no idea who actually owned it. And then after a couple of weeks, like I said, Men in Black showed up and took it away, and nobody knew what it was. A lot of people hypothesized that it was like a CIA project for mind control or possible to expand consciousness or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, they said it was an action-adventure game, and so Stuart went into this in-depth history on the mythology and trying to find where it existed, and the best he can come up with, like just delving through the internet and trying to talk to anybody who had written articles about it, was first mentioned on I think it was coinop.org, or maybe it was just coinop. Yeah, no, I think it was coinop.org, which is an online database of arcade games in 2000. And that was like the first mention of it he could find anywhere in existence, and it was just really interesting how in depth he went into it, and it's really cool just kind of seeing the mythology of this, like the last Starfighter arcade game type thing.
That is cool.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Although the fact that the earliest mention you can find of it is 2000 kind of goes on to support the whole y'all made this up.
Somebody made it up.
Well, yeah. And I mean the title of his documentary, if I remember correctly, is Polybius, the game that doesn't exist, or something like that. Because he's like, I think his conclusion was the myth absolutely exists because it's so strong and it's such an urban myth now at this point, as far as arcades and video games are concerned. But the actual game itself never existed. There's zero proof of it ever existing.
Question.
Yeah.
What's renewal barrier?
That's just what they want you to think.
Exactly.
That heals me whenever I block.
What's dark screen?
Dark screen decreases dark damage.
Okay. So renewal barrier, there wasn't a thing you're learning on top of that, or is there?
Yeah, that's dark screen.
Oh, okay.
Which and I'll try to remember to put a link to the video in the YouTube description for this.
Oh, that reminds me. On our Twitch page, I think our information about our Cartographers Guild, like when we're doing it or when we're starting it, is not up to date. Last time I looked.
I'll go look. I thought I fixed that. Yeah.
Oh, I might not have looked since you fixed it.
I'll go look. After all, I have this thing in front of me.
But we
Chat,
play Dungeons
sorry,
and
I
Dragons.
hit a button wrong, so I lost a page. I'll be right back.
We play Dungeons and Dragons once a month. We post it
Okay.
more often than
Well,
that.
ideally we play it more than once a month.
Okay,
just
we
record
play our
it
own
once a month.
game more often than that. But
Yeah.
the one you see,
We do a live stream game once a month.
check that out if you haven't.
Okay. So there's that. Keep it away. Oh, I think that's the only thing is a monthly, but that's
That's the thing. It's until mid-July.
yeah, that's the thing I need to update. The rest of it's
Yeah, the rest of it's fine. That was the part I was talking about.
okay.
So you were talking about Mass Effect Andromeda earlier today, Drea, which we do or don't. I mean, if we can go into it if we want to on the stream.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on if we think we're going to play it.
I don't
Because
know.
If we're going to play it, I don't want to go too far into it.
Typically how that works in this group of people is that Josh and Drea play it through first, once, maybe twice, and then they bring me and Brad in, and Brad is nice enough to let me choose how our hero
I mean,
works.
in fairness, I would usually choose the shiny good option too.
Okay. We typically agreed unless there was a snarky option.
Yeah. I wanted to be snarky a little more.
But it got me thinking, because I was thinking about, Dre and I had lunch today, and she told me a little bit about the game, and I was like, do I remember a single piece of music out of Mass Effect?
Oh man, you should. Especially Mass Effect 3.
I don't know if I do. I mean, I'm sure I would know it if I heard it, but it's not popping into my brain. Like, if you played it for me right now, I'm sure I would be like,
Don't
oh yeah!
play it right
Don't
now.
play it right now.
It'll conflict with the game sound.
But, so of course, naturally, that got me thinking about video game music. Oh, are we trying that fight again?
Yeah, I gained a level. Or maybe 2. I wasn't paying attention.
Also, we have renewal barrier. Yay!
Yeah. And, 2 cures, which would also help.
So, video games that have the music we love the most. Go.
I mean, I can give you my top 3 easy.
Do it.
I can't put them in order,
That's fine. That's
but
fair.
my top 3 are Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance,
duh.
Nier, and Chrono Cross.
Oh, yeah, that's a good list. Nier's music was
Really good.
It really was really good.
Brutal Legend, The Witcher 3, and...
Brutal Legend is cheating?
Why is that cheating?
I don't think it's cheating.
I don't think it's cheating.
I guess not, but it's not video game music.
We might have talked about this before we did the intro, but there is a chance we will eventually play Brutal Legends if we ever need to fill a lull, or if because we've played that game before and we love it, but it's been a long time. Anyway, so Brutal Legends,
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3.
And let's see here, which one? I really should tell my mind.
Chrono Cross is also there for me, which is very generous of me because there's a lot about that game I did not like. But it did have a absolutely incredible score. So good. Chrono Trigger. Great music in Chrono Trigger. A lot of mine are going to be classic RPG ones. So Final Fantasy VI. What else was I thinking? Secret of Mana, obviously. The Secret of Evermore, which is another Square game, a little more obscure. Great music. I think Jeremy something did the music for that game. Very good. I'm sure I have more, but those are the ones that immediately spring to my mind. Oh, and certain tracks out of Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Symphonia. I'm thinking of one in particular from Tales of the Abyss, which was Rattle Know It, Ocean Cavern. Love that track.
Yeah, definitely.
Love that track. Okay, Drea.
Also Witcher 3, because the soundtrack's amazing.
Play that game. Or see it played.
It's so amazing.
I know you guys really love it a lot.
It's a really good game.
Everything I heard about it implied that it was amazing.
I love that game so much, we both have copies of it.
Nice.
Oh, Silver says Xenogears?
Oh, well... we'll get back to that. Go ahead.
So definitely Witcher 3. Probably Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition had some good music in it.
It did, and it had some great music-related moments that were like, oh my god! So, and American McGee's Alice.
Oh
yeah, that was
fist
good.
bump that right there. That was some good stuff right there. Speaking of obvious, super ridiculous, obvious RPG touching moments, Final Fantasy VII. Alright. Xenogears. Yeah, there was some really great music in Xenogears. I have such a love-hate relationship with that game. On so many levels. I'm trying to think of games that aren't super obvious, because anybody watching this is going to be like, so Leah only likes games that, she played in her childhood on the Super Nintendo.
Pretty much.
No! Screw you guys! The Tales games were in there.
True.
Leave me alone. Kind of dicks.
Leah only likes JRPGs.
That's not even true.
That she played in her childhood
No.
on the Super Nintendo.
I love Stardew Valley. Great game.
And Grindfests. Well, that's why she likes JRPGs.
So, probably one of the strongest themes in my mind, like one of the ones that just really gets me, the theme to Monster Hunter.
That one is
Like,
powerful.
for some reason, when those trumpets kick in and everything like that, I'm just like, oh yes, let's kill some monsters.
That is definitely one of those badass, makes you feel badass.
Dang it, fine.
Sorry, Brad.
Kiara's right. I do love id's theme from Xenogears. Drea, you would really like that one because it's kind of creepy.
Okay.
That is a good theme. You're
I
right.
saw
You're right,
so
sister.
little of Xenogears.
I'll play you the theme one of these days. It's really good. You're right. You're right, Silver.
Let's. And we just both start off by missing. That's cool.
I love Secret of Evermore. I wish it had gotten more popularity. What else? There must be other good ones. So much good video game music. See,
Rock and roll racing.
I mean, I think the Kingdom Hearts music is okay, but normally I only really like the music in the final dungeon.
Yeah, when he goes into that, like, dive into the ground thing, I need to just, like, run away, or...
Yeah, I mean, you just need to keep your distance. If you can. I know that's really hard because he's chasing your butt down.
And it's boring!
I know,
Like,
you just want to beat everything up, but...
The game is fun when you get to go in and hit things with your big, dumb weapon.
At least you acknowledge it's a dumb weapon.
I have never denied that this game has some real dumb stuff.
But remember, you love something in spite of its flaws.
Yes, I know.
Sometimes because of them.
Apparently just...
And some of them hit him back. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at what, like, things I have soundtracks for. And,
we shouldn't count games like Burnout Revenge just came into my mind, and there's a lot of music I love from that game, but
yeah.
That's not exactly a soundtrack. That's more like a radio playlist.
Right, but that's why you told me that
Brutal Legend.
Yeah, that's why that was my point.
Okay.
Although I think Brutal Legend still had a score.
Oh, it did.
Is the catch there? As I mean, yeah, there's a lot of classic rock, but Brutal Legend did still have a score.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Whereas
a pretty
opposed
decent
to-
one, as I recall.
Burnout Revenge did not.
No. Great music in Burnout Revenge.
Burnout
but,
Revenge was a playlist.
It was a playlist. So much Jet Set Radio, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, it totally was.
Although yeah, but
Oh,
but the
I
thing
thought that was all original music.
well, I think it is. I think it was original music created for the game.
Oh.
But no, wait, not all of it, because there's like Jurassic 5 songs and stuff like that in there. So no, not all of it.
But a lot of it was original music created for the game.
So that game has great music.
But it was still a playlist.
It was
Yeah.
a playlist.
You know.
And Jesus Christ, that Jurassic 5 song.
Which one's the Jurassic Park?
I don't think he wants to remember it.
Yeah,
Jay.
no, I really don't. Because the problem is that it's not a great song, and I was trying to get, like, whatever the unlocked score that was required for Cube's level, and that's the music that plays on Cube's level. And
Cheer
it
up.
wasn't easy, so...
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
There. Burnout Revenge. Be happy.
A big jump.
What else?
That's Kiara's favorite.
I know.
I think my favorite song. What you were just saying.
Burnout Revenge?
No, the other one.
Jet Set Radio.
Thank
Jet Set
you.
Radio?
The brain just doesn't work. Is the I can't remember the name of it, but it's the I can't understand what's going on here. Which song is that?
Don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
That's a good one.
This has got this clip of a guy going, I can't understand what's going on here.
Very apt. Why does my lock-on stop keep not working for no reason?
I can answer you 0 questions about this game.
I am not actually asking you. I'm expressing frustration.
Was that Sneak Man?
Might be. No, it's not.
Okay.
No, Sneak Man was the one with like the epic orchestral hits and stuff like that. Oh, wait, that might actually be the same song.
I feel like I'm missing some really good music out of games that we've played, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot when I think of it later.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Most video game soundtracks, especially today, or most video games today, have good soundtracks.
And isn't it wonderful? Like full orchestral. Like sometimes I feel like all the big city orchestras like now exist to give us great video game music, and I love
or
that.
Experimental jazz.
Or experimental jazz.
Yeah,
Thanks, Breath
not
of the Wild.
all great. Thanks for doing your stupid invincible move while I was in the middle of my stupid invincible move.
Well,
and doing it
cancel
3
each
times in
other
a
out.
row?
Good thing you got renewal barrier.
Yeah, it's doing work.
Well, no, it's there, so might as well use it.
Oh, good love too!
Garbage!
Yeah, the fact that he's hitting me like out of cure is garbage.
You're getting there. Keep whittling him down. You can do it.
Yeah, Brad! Now you're on fire!
Really tried to not be. And he's doing this move again. And I can't do anything about it. Like, I was in the middle of my dodge animation.
Maybe one more level.
Okay, let's grind some more. Hooray.
You're doing a great job, though. That was much better. You almost had him.
There's the big fluffy butt face. That's the dog, by the way, in case anybody's curious. Hello, poopy dog.
With the big fluffy tail.
She's just so happy. She just wants us all to love her.
And salt.
And salt. She definitely loves salt.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Silver says, Legend of Zelda games with good music. Ballad of the Windfish and minor key face shrine music.
Oh, that was such a good song. And we actually got a little bit, as I think I mentioned at the time,
Yeah,
in the final medley, they did do part of the Ballad of the Windfish in there, which was great. I mean, that is one of the strongest pieces of music in Zelda, in my opinion.
I just have the Monster Hunter theme running through my head.
Hey, there are worse things to have stuck in your head.
It's just I can't think about any other music because I just have that running through my head now. And oh man,
Although I know we already said it, but so while there are certainly game soundtracks that I like more than others and things like that, it's not something that usually like really stands out to me. But I had to think about it when you were like, "What music do you like in video games?" Like, Except repeatedly when we were playing The Witcher, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. This music is amazing. This is so beautifully done. This was such a good decision on the part of the composer. It really just was astounding.
Well, that's great.
there a really interesting. Speaking of, a really interesting part about this is in The Witcher 3, the battle music for a particular area has some really frantic chanting or Hungarian chanting in it.
Oh, how interesting!
And what you find out is that it's actually from a band. Do you remember the name of the band?
Don't right now.
Okay, but there's a Polish band.
Okay.
Maybe it was frantic Polish chanting. I don't
It was
remember.
probably Polish chanting. They're a Polish studio.
Right. Yeah. But it's from a Polish band who actually worked with the studio for music, so it's not like they just stole it. But it's from their song. But the lyrics for the song and their version of it is totally different. And it's like a wedding song. It's like
Right.
it's like this beautiful wedding music or whatever it is, and it's about but the reason why it's so cool and it doesn't really make sense. It's like, why would you use this nice song about a lovely wedding and everything like that as battle music? And it's because the area where it takes place in is the area of the Bloody Baron, who has a lot of marriage issues going on. Let's just say that, and that's why it's so frantic and disjointed and everything like that as you're fighting things in this area.
Oh, neat.
It was just incredibly appropriate and well thought out, and
Well, and that's the thing for me about video game music, because when I say this game had good music. I'm not just talking about an overall score, although in a lot of those cases, the overall score was good. I mean, we connect music with something memorable, right? I mean, that's just the way life works. So, for example, there's this track in Secret of Evermore. I'll pick the most obscure of my examples. I know none of you, maybe Brad's played it.
Yeah, I think I have.
I've played like the first 2 hours.
Okay, well, it's an NES game. I think Square did that one too.
Is it NES? I think it was SNES.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
that's
SNES.
NES. You're right. It has nothing to do with Secret of Mana. I remember thinking that at the time. Oh, it must be another Secret of Mana game. No, no. But the track I'm thinking of, all the music in the game was good, but the particular track I'm thinking of, you're like, there are these two cities, kind of in a chessboard-like part of the world, or chessboard-like world. Very interesting the way they do different, like, worlds in this game. But anyway, one of the cities is, full of life and there's lots of people in it, and the other one is the same place basically, but it's empty. And the track I'm thinking of is from the empty city, and each city has a different musical track, but it's kind of wistful but not sad. Like you can totally imagine that it's a song that says people lived here once and I miss them. It's so evocative, this song that's playing in my head right now, and I loved it so much that I learned to play it on the piano in school. And it's a very simple little song, but it's just it totally represents the word wistful for me. If ever I think of a wistful piece of music, I think of that piece of music. So, I mean, obviously, these games that we're talking about all have great stories associated with these particular pieces of music, which is what makes them powerful, I think.
Well, yeah, and you were talking about, if you couldn't remember anything from Mass Effect, but like the one key piece that a lot of people remember is from Mass Effect 3. At the very beginning, when you're leaving Earth, is the little piano and everything like that during that whole part.
Oh.
You're seeing the...
Right in the feels.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're leaving Earth and you're seeing the poor kid's shuttle getting exploded by the Reapers and everything like that. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. But it's funny, you're talking about stories, and I think this lends itself to stuff like Monster Hunter, which has no story.
Right.
But we come up with our own stories. And one of the reasons why the theme to it works so well is from the very first Monster Hunter that we played, is that theme would kick in about halfway through the Lao Shao Lung battle.
That's true. The Lao
which
Shao
was
Lung,
such a epic battle. And then the key theme kicks in and everything like that, and you're with your friends loading up the cannons and getting everything ready, getting the Dragonator ready and launching cluster shot at the thing and everything like that. Yeah, it's just great.
It's true, because like it's this.
This is bad, but right now all I can remember of this is the stupid village music.
Yeah, no, that's not the best.
I know.
So the theme of this game, if you haven't played this game, Josh mentioned earlier trumpets. Like it's very uplifting and inspiring, and yeah, you definitely want to go kick something's ass, but not in a heavy metal, oh my god, kind of way, but in a no, I'm just gonna rock your world kind of way. Like it doesn't matter what challenge you give me, I'm about to ace it. Music, and what Josh is talking about is like in the first half of the battle, like the music is much more, I wouldn't say it's subdued, it certainly is in comparison.
Well, yeah, it's pretty light, but it's got a very powerful build to it, because it just very subtly ramps itself up.
Right, and then at the critical moment when like you're entering the last phase of the battle is when they kick in with the main theme. And normally the main theme of a game is something like you're meant to associate with the game, but it's not, okay, that's Star Wars, okay, that's, I mean, you're not necessarily super uplifted, but yeah, no, I'm with you. When that music kicks in at that part of the fight, I'm always like, oh yeah, it's time to kick some ass.
I mean, we've been working for, 10 minutes already to bring this thing down, but now we're getting to the critical point.
Well, and like Monster Hunter again, like when you're in these big boss battles, like this dragon is the size of like 2 houses put together.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger. It's enormous. Mm-hmm. Like this thing is like slowly clambering up to wherever you're trying to defend it, and you're like frantically firing like ballistas, and like you've got your big cannons out, and your sword guys are running out and trying to break stuff off of its front legs, and you know, this big harpoon you're trying to hit it with at the right moments, and like, it's pretty great. I missed me some Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter World!
Woo!
I really hope they have giant battles in that one.
I hope they do.
They absolutely will. They have, like, that has been it's been in every other one. I don't know why they would take it out.
Yeah, but Monster Hunter, so the Monster Hunter World though is so different from all the other ones. I mean, just as far as the way that they've laid it out. So
Andrea's clearly not impressed.
I don't like anything I've seen about the game so far.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, she's already mentioned the like the art style, or like they're making it more realistic, and you didn't like that.
No, because
I just thought they were upping the polygon count. I didn't
giant, because ridiculous things like the switch axe make more sense when you're a little stylized and cartoony.
What else, Dre?
I mean, that's kind of the long and the short of it. I don't like the idea of it becoming.
Oh, thanks, Silver. She remembered the song from Secret of Evermore.
It's already a grindy, ridiculous game. I don't like the idea of it becoming more like, whatchamacallit, Dragon's Dogma.
Oh.
See, I never played that game. The boys have played it.
Yeah, no, and Dragon's Dogma is great.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I've played it. I didn't care for it.
It's an action game. Like, you have to want to play an action game.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Mega Flare? Did I miss that?
Yeah, we got it. We've been using it for a bit.
No! But, no, I don't know. I think it's okay, because honestly, it didn't really look like they had changed the art style that much. It just looked like they had upped the polygon count and the textures.
What do you do?
Because, I mean, the armor still looks like Monster Hunter armor. The weapons still look like Monster Hunter weapons. I mean, true, the monster that they've been showing in all the trailers so far is, like, just a dinosaur. It doesn't look very Monster Hunter-esque, but... Oh, and Ham's on. Hi, Ham.
Hi, Ham. Hey, Ham, we're talking about video game music that we really like. So, if you want to chime in with some games that have really good pieces of music, or just the whole soundtrack you like, or whatever, go ahead. Feel free.
And Silver just said the same thing. And Ham's drooling for some reason. Is it the food? You should know to bring your own snacks.
That's true.
You've been around for a while.
Potato chips.
You know how it works.
Okay, we got another point of defense.
Yay!
You also have Kiraga.
That'll make all the difference.
Cures were already mostly healing me to fall.
Oh, yeah, he's going off on music. So, Halo 1, Cave Story.
Halo 1 actually did have a really memorable soundtrack.
Cave Story?
Yeah. Cave Story was... Do you know what that is?
No, I've played all the way through it, way back when it was a freeware game, but I don't remember the music very well.
I don't either, but...
Oh, they're saying Undertale. I still haven't played Undertale.
No, I'm not allowed to know anything. Silver will kill me. I'm allowed to know nothing about that game. Don't talk about it.
Okay, I still own it, so we need to play it at some point.
I know, but Silver insists that she has to be in my physical presence when we play that game, and I'm not allowed to know anything.
Okay. And Ham, no, I haven't played Night in the Woods, but it looks interesting.
How's the music?
I'll have to take a look at it at some point.
How's the music in Child of Light, Drea?
It was nice. It was thematic and appropriate. It was not particularly memorable. But, it was good. You know, at no point did I go, yeah, it's an apple.
I don't know, listen.
Something I remember about Secret of Mana's music, and I... What?
Ham, remixes don't count, otherwise we could go off all day about what's on Overclocked.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of good stuff on Overclocked.
Speaking of which, great remix of Rena's theme from Star Ocean 2 on OC Remix. I did not care for the Arlia theme until I started that on OC Remix. Hot damn. Wow. So good.
And the funny... Oh, so, and speaking of, Star Ocean, the theme to the anime is awesome! Kiara knows what I'm talking about. The theme to the Star Ocean anime is so good!
The Star Ocean anime that they will never finish?
No, it's been too long.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. I already told you they only did half the story and then stopped.
Yeah, well then I'm not going to watch it because that's just going to piss me off. What was I saying? Secret of Mana.
Yep.
Boy, like, there is so much memorable music from that game. Like, I can think of a song in almost every part of the world you're in that game. Like, it's really good. But the particular piece I'm thinking of, you get to a desert town, and it plays kind of sad music when you get there because there's no water. Like, something went wrong, there's no water there. And then eventually you can come back and fix it, which is optional, actually. I don't think you have to do that. But the music that... No. Don't do that. Because when you go fix that water problem, like, one of the best tracks in the game kicks in. And it's just like this upbeat desert song. Oh, by the way, the desert track for the Ava City in Xenogears is amazing.
Are you talking about Secret of Mana?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I remember that.
Just that song comes on and I just want to dance and celebrate and just like, yeah, I fixed your water problem and I am so happy about it.
It was more just I find that funny. It's like, so you find this town and they're sad because it's a desert town and there's no water. You don't have to fix it. Fuck it, let them die. No.
Well, what I remember about that game is like you're doing way better this time, Brett. Like every single, like you go into the, oh yes please. What is it? Turkish Delight? Uh-huh.
There are a variety of flavors.
Come on, please not now. Like, please no. Thank you.
What, like 8 or 12
yeah,
different flavors
something
in
like
there?
that. And some of them are really subtle.
That was lemon, I think. And it was
either lemon or satsuma.
wow. The last time I tried Turkish
Mega
Delight,
Flare, you jerk!
last time I tried Turkish Delight, I didn't like it. I think smaller pieces help.
Click, click, boom, motherfucker!
Well, and
Wait, there's gonna be plot.
right.
Shut up, y'all. Plot.
Bah, plot. Who cares?
We're here for the plot.
It's gonna be Vanita saying something dickish and arrogant again.
Oh,
There's
she kicked his
teleporting
ass. Look at that. Oh, should have landed like right here.
No.
No. She's like, damn, that was hard. It's like I had to do it 60 times.
Of course he's not.
No, he's not. He's gonna laugh and get back up.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Okay. Can you please pass out before he laughs and gets back up?
Why does she have to pass out at all? Both the boys will fight her. Both the boys will fight that exact same enemy and never pass out.
Well, because it's more because we're already doing this. Oh, I'm so tired and spent. I would really rather her pass out with a feeling of accomplishment.
I guess he gets to do that.
That's really what I was after. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think she should pass out. She totally should have smacked him around like everybody else did and walked away like everybody else did.
Mm-hmm.
But since it was clear that wasn't going to happen anyway.
Still looking for a mint one.
You're supposed to be mint.
I know.
There are a number of very green ones.
I don't know what that was, but I liked it. Those are delicious.
Mm-hmm. Way better than gummy bears.
What?
I said way better than gummy bears. Grab a bunch.
Trey's like, what's the matter with you?
You don't say that about gummy bears. What's wrong with you?
Are you nearsighted? Because you're cross-eyed.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, Peter. Whatever is bonds us together isn't going to break so easily. And that's our real treasure. I think Sventus, that's why Sven left us behind.
You must really be close. And that's something pretty special.
Ooh, Bastion.
Terra, was it?
Still haven't seen that game.
Bastion and Transistor both have.
Those both had really good soundtracks.
Don't know about Crypto the Necrodancer.
I haven't paid for these.
I've heard some of the stuff on Crypto the Necrodancer. It's pretty good. I mean, it's dance.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I want to get it, and I also want to play it with a dance pad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of another one of memorable music. Dead Rising, the mall music. Just the easy listening canned music that sits in the background while you're in the mall.
That was Rose.
What's going on here?
I'm flying to the next area. No, don't go into the light.
It's a good thing in the Kingdom Hearts universe, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! She gets to come here?
Apparently you can just stumble across Destiny Island and it's fine. And the only place to go on Destiny Island is the place where you hang out with friends.
But hey, there are a bunch of those starfruit thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane Irma's gonna be a bitch.
Too soon.
No, it's okay. It got downgraded to a tropical storm before it even hit
Wait a minute.
Florida. Oh, the Caribbean's got fucked. Hmm?
It was in Tampa and the cat too.
Yeah.
One more time. You just got lucky.
Who are these people? Why is this important?
Are you serious?
Oh.
He's narrating for.
I was going to talk about that.
These boys look so sincere. In this room, he's a spitting image of Ben.
Someone really needs to teach these little boys not to talk to strangers.
Hey, you two mind telling your names?
I'm Sora.
And you?
Rico.
Someone has his house. Sora, you like Rico?
No, he's a dick.
You're my best friend.
Good. So then if something happens and Rico is about to get lost, or say he starts wandering down a dark path alone, you make sure to stay with him and keep him safe. That's your job, Sora. And I'm counting on you to do it, okay?
You're a really weird stranger.
And then they disappeared. Day 5. Still can't leave the tree.
Nice try.
Silver, it's the ocean.
She's complaining about static.
A hiss.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ocean sound effect in the cutscene. Okay, so Silver brought up A Bard's Tale. I wouldn't say its theme is memorable, but man, the songs sure are.
I've been waiting patiently to bring up some. Oh. Continue to wait patiently.
Wow, just floating in space and you found him.
Well,
Somebody's using the improbability drive.
no. In Kingdom Hearts, there's actually, like, pathways between worlds. You can't just wander really through space necessarily.
Ah, okay.
Like, the pathways between worlds can be locked and open. There's not infinite space to get lost in.
What?
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. He isn't new.
Oh, another theme that's just got some chutzpah behind it is the theme to Skyrim
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a good one.
with the draconic chanting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. I
No,
mean, they
that-
made up a dragon language just so they can chant it. It's
Yeah.
good.
No, when that starts up, if you sit long enough in the title screen, it's very, oh, yeah, okay.
Well, the Dragonborn Comes is a great song.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, I have a question. It's plot related.
Okay.
So when Ven
So confused.
lost part of his heart, like when he got divided into two people, a brand new heart, Sora's,
Yes.
came along to fill the void.
Yes.
How can Sora be that old? He can't be like 7 or 8. That's too old.
I mean, anime ages are really hard. He could be like 4-ish in that cutscene.
He could be, he could be 3 or 4 in that cutscene. Although, there's always my favorite explanation for this. Magic, I don't have to explain shit!
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the case. That these guys, they are younger than you think they are.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean,
They might have been pretty young.
And that, like,
I mean,
they don't
they were
show the
little.
age. Like, you should be able to see the age difference between when Ven was training under Xehanort and when he joined them, because it has been several years.
They've obviously been together long enough to have lifelong friendships.
Right.
Well, yeah.
All right.
okay, alright. As someone who has children,
Yes. I has the children.
gregarious children, your child's not old enough.
No baby gamer, still baby.
But starting at like the age of 5, everyone was my daughter's best friend.
Oh, that's still the truth.
Everyone. She's done a little bit better. But, you know, like, she would introduce me to her new friends, and she'd be like, this is so-and-so, they're my best friend! So, yeah, anyone under the age of 10 can know someone for 2 weeks and have a lifelong friendship.
Okay.
I'm just pointing that out.
Okay. I hear you. But in Kingdom Hearts, like, it's for realsies. Like, they really are lifelong friendship can bear anything type friends.
Just saying.
The ties that bind hearts and all that business.
I'm more trying to make the point that children are way more loving than adults are. And form attachments much more quickly.
Okay.
Unless they've been, you know, traumatized. Which may be why you don't understand what I'm saying.
Says the woman I've been friends with for 22 years now.
I meant the being a child and young and trusting part.
Wait, I think we are at 22.
Yep.
It's September. We're at 22.
We're old.
And it's great.
It's great that we're old.
No, it's just great being old. Like, here we are, Tuesday night, playing our video games. National Video Game Day. Eating our gummy bears, being happy.
I don't know if it's great being old. It's great being an adult in this sense. I mean, in this sense.
Alright, one, we're not that old. Get over it.
There are
Two,
plenty of times when I'm less happy. With
I'm gonna be
being
having a
an
great time when I'm 60 plus, alright?
That's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna, you know, lose my ability to experience joy. I just, you know,
Plot!
there.
Not. Is it a medium?
Cutscene!
Okay, I guess it is.
Yeah, because we brought back an unconscious Mickey.
Ooh, that chalkboard.
The master? Who is responsible?
Oh, there was some expression.
Yeah. She gets more expressive during this final chapter.
he? Where can I find Terra? Alright. I have to go after it and see if it's true.
Sorry.
Aqua seems to spend a lot of time tying up loose ends in her story. Like, what happened to Mickey? Find him, take him home. What happened to these princesses? Better make sure that the right people get to fix that problem.
I suppose.
She's a fixer. That's what she does.
Please just be safe.
Nope, they're dead.
I'll find a way to get you out of this.
No, it's not like we've already seen this scene where she comes face to face with them. And while she was there, she became best friends with Donald.
And Silver
and
says,
Goofy.
quick, follow the boys to their plot. Because you don't get any of your own.
Sad. I don't know. I mean, Silver was convinced I wouldn't like Aqua. I like Aqua just fine. I feel like she should have had more of her own story, but that's not the character's fault.
Yeah, Ham, they only get the cool armor when they're flying through space.
I know, right? Their Keyblades turn into space vehicles. Way more fun than the stupid... What were they?
Gummy ships?
Yeah, I hated those stupid things.
Gummy ships are fun.
No, that was a tacked-on minigame of horror.
Yeah, but building
You
them
don't-
is fun.
You don't love Legos enough.
I love Legos Bloody.
I said enough.
I've been
Clearly
playing
not.
I'm playing the hell out of Minecraft.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not the
You're right. Minecraft is Legos for adults. Ooh.
No.
No, it's
Legos
not.
makes Legos for adults.
And when Kingdom Hearts is complete, it is said the one who opens its door will bring about the creation of the next world. Such a feat is above any human. Or, to put it a different way, whoever opens that door will be reborn as something far greater than human. Light and darkness are two sides of the same coin. Without darkness, there is no light. The Keyblade wielder's great war over Kingdom Hearts was fought by defenders of the light, servants of darkness, those who sought to reconcile the two, and those motivated by nothing more than lust for power. A whole spectrum of thought was swept into the conflict, and the worlds that did not go to war found the war brought to them. In the end, the whole world was cast into darkness. That was how the ancient Keyblade War drew to a close. To this day, no one has ever managed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts.
We're gonna do it 5 more times, don't worry.
Sometime later, the little light that remained in the hearts of the few gave rise to the world we know today. One made of many worlds behind just as many walls, so that the Keyblade War would not be repeated.
Silver and Ham are hissing at each other. Because Ham said, +1 for gummy ships. There isn't enough Star Fox light. And so
It is Star Fox Light!
It's only Starbucks like.
And when it...
Oh, they're just hissing at each other, that's all.
Okay.
Hiss,
We have a
hiss
fl-
over, his return.
We have a forum full of snakes!
Speaking of music, how about some inappropriate music? Star Fox Adventures?
Oh my god!
Whenever Crystal was on screen,
Oh man.
it's put in that sexy sax music.
I was so scandalized. The first time I heard that, I was...
Oh,
remember? I was like, oh, this is a Nintendo game. Like, it was...
Yeah, that's funny. They're talking about hiss
The three of us.
on the audio?
Let's be one.
What?
No.
Maybe there is something going
I
wrong.
wonder if moving stuff around like loosened a cable or something like that.
I don't think that much has been moved around.
I don't think so either. But
Oh, do we need to take a quick break and try to figure it out?
well, I can just
Look, here, I need to send someone.
okay.
We will try to figure out the hissing. Keep us informed as to when we get it. Brad will kill things. Josh will troubleshoot.
Yes, we made it to the Keyblade graveyard.
Yeah!
Yeah, we knew we were coming back.
That's in.
And we just thought we had a form of... the hisses are very brief. unfortunately. Like when? When is it hissing?
Brad, can I have you scoot to the left a little bit? Your mic's in too. I'll shut this off just in case. And... Yep, nope, that's the only audio we got going on. So, well, should be fine. Okay, you can scoot back.
Alright, let us know if it's still happening. Josh, wiggle all the wires. Ooh, a sticker. Not that it matters. Hey, doesn't doing these stickers, like, get you something?
Yeah, we could put them on the thing and get some abilities.
Probably should do that.
Okay.
We could also go get some more, like, go back to the other worlds and get the treasures we couldn't get without double flight. Do you want to know where they go?
As long as they're worth 5 points, that's where they go.
Oh, yeah, you have to go in that room?
Okay, because... Oh, maybe it's worth more than 5 points?
Okay. Why don't you hang your backpack up while you're up
I
there?
thought it was 7.
Yeah, it must be 7.
Do you want me to find it?
If you want. Like, I can also just do this.
What am I looking for?
Sticker album?
For Aqua?
Yes. Just not go anywhere? What's going on?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
It'll never be okay, Leah.
It will be alright.
awful.
Everybody relax.
No! Refuse.
Let's see if that
Okay,
will
work.
work.
I don't know.
What?
Standing up for a minute.
Okay.
We want red and yellow flowers is what I'm up to.
Red and yellow flowers in the middle of the castle. Like, where those other... All the flowers are, like, right next to each other.
It's weird, it won't let me put it there. Oh, there we go. That's all we got so far.
Okay. I was about to say, did you get anything?
Yeah, we got an ignite and a shimmering crystal. That's about it.
Okay.
Does the chat say anything about us getting
Oh,
more hissing?
no. Hold on. Do we have any more hisses? Not yet, she says.
Okay.
Here.
Tornadoes!
Tornadoes that we learned last time are not worth
Well,
having to die.
So, Brad brought over a copy of a role-playing game that he helped edit, right?
Yep.
Called Starfinder.
Oh, cool.
So, I'm going to borrow this from him for a while and kind of read up on it. If you know anything about Pathfinder, it's the sci-fi version of Pathfinder.
Oh,
I wondered.
neat.
Yeah, it's actually set in the same setting and everything. Just way in the future after mysterious events happen.
Mysterious events.
Terribly
There it
mysterious.
is.
What does he do exactly?
Oh, we got the
Cuts
other...
people's guns in half with his mind.
So we got another level 2 thing, the same level as Blade Charge. Or like Ghost Drive, I think.
Oh, neat. What does it do?
No, if I could actually see enemies. She like teleports around, it leaves ghostly images behind, mostly.
Okay, Silver, you could point out the hisses, but we have such a delay that we're really not going to know what's triggering it.
Yeah, you need to like tell us what's happening, like when it happens.
Yeah, we
If
need
you can give
contact.
us some kind of idea of what's causing it, that would help.
Yeah, because I don't have anything like auto-leveling or anything like that, so I don't know.
Well, when we go back and look at the stream about roughly an hour in, we can look for it ourselves and see it later. Try and find it.
3 times
You need
blasters.
treasure magnet.
Finally done.
Yeah,
You need more treasure magnet.
Do we?
And lucky strike.
Do we?
I mean, I'm getting all the lucky strikes I can. We actually have the things to make them. It's just a matter of like getting the abilities that combine for them.
Yeah, Silver, I would assume it would be during the cutscenes, because the only thing I can think of is that for some reason or another the mics are picking it up. Like the mics are... Something's auto-leveling the mics to crank up the microphones to try to hear us when we're not saying anything, but I don't have anything set to auto-level, so I don't know why it would be doing that.
We'll start playing with... Well, Josh will start playing with the plugins and stuff. We'll see if we can't start evening out all this sound.
The Dogga shot is a unique to Aqua thing, so we might as well do that.
Thundaga pew pew! Pew pew, Thundaga pew pew.
That reminds me of Thundercats. Thundara was the name of their planet or something?
Yes.
Yep.
Because they're the Thundercats and they came from Thundara.
You know, do you think... Thundercats already got a reboot, didn't it?
Yep.
Was it any good?
I heard it was.
I
mean,
saw a
not
little
fantastic
bit of
like
it.
Voltron's, but...
Well, I mean, you know... Not a lot can be as fantastic as Voltron's. Because it's really good.
So good.
I was already maxed
So
out on
very,
this.
very
Whoops.
good.
Oh well.
Yeah, but I heard it was well received. I saw like the first episode and that was it.
Video game music. I remember one you love.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, that's true.
Or was it Brotherhood? It was
Right.
one of the Ezios.
It was one of the Ezio
Or
games.
all of the Ezios.
I did really like that soundtrack.
Silver said she saw a few episodes of the reboot and she liked it. No! Oh, wait.
There's no escaping it.
Oh, okay, I thought you aimed right for it.
Well, yeah.
He
because-
understood the inevitability of it.
I see.
Yeah, last time we kept trying to dodge it and it never works.
I'm coming to get you! Well, okay. I guess I'll just be got then. You're under arrest!
That Dogga shot didn't look that interesting.
That's because the enemies are gigantic and really far away.
Okay.
It's, you know how Thundaga always hits like right around us?
Uh-huh.
Thundaga shot will go and find an enemy and then Thundaga does.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, that's annoying as hell.
Yay,
Strength
strength!
increased!
Oh, good.
I don't think of anything else that might have been there.
Well, one of my favorite musics from video games ever, like songs specific to memory, was of course Final Fantasy VI opera scene. Oh man, so good. Only slightly less like memorable to me was the scene. There's a very sad theme that plays when you get the Phoenix Magicite, because it's Locke, the character Locke, remembering his lost love and how she died tragically and all that. That was. The tracks for those are pretty fantastic. Also, Gayu, the kid from the Veldt, has a beautiful theme that is perfect for the cello. I know, because I learned it. Oh, it's so good. One of the probably the best. I was about to say, one of the best dates I've ever been on. My turtle took me to the symphony a few years ago to see when the Final Fantasy symphony was being played. Wasn't much of a date because my sister was there. Still one of the... It was so good. It was so good.
Ghost Drive looks pretty good.
It's pretty neat, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of jumping around and smacking everything.
And
That's
then,
easy.
mispronouncing his name, I'm sure, but Nobuo Uematsu?
Nobuo Uematsu.
There we go. Thank you, Brad. The brilliant composer for the Final Fantasy series actually got in the chorus and sang with them One Winged Angel. Oh, God. It was so great.
Who was the... This is maybe a couple of years ago, but there was some, like, well-known composer for video games that got in a lot of trouble because he actually didn't compose anything.
Oh,
Like, he
I
was a
remember
ghost
hearing
composer,
about
or he had a
this.
ghost composer or something like that.
Oh, who was that?
I don't remember. I guess I don't
Check out
remember
this
what
stuff.
series it was from. And yeah, Silver said that was a great date.
I agree, sister. Eris's theme kicked on, and we both, without looking at each other, reached for each other's hands.
You sure your husband was even there?
I think he was on my other side.
No, actually, when they reached across, Nick, they forgot he was there.
No. I can't even see what's happening.
Yeah, this is not a good final area.
It would be really
In a lot of
cool
ways.
if, like, because the enemies were so big, it panned the camera out.
Yeah, that would help a lot.
That'd be amazing.
What is it with these final areas, and I'm not even just talking Kingdom Hearts, and like, they put you in some barren area with like tornadoes or icicles or some shit. That's pretty cool. Neat.
Yep.
I'm also thinking of Final Fantasy X. Remember that final area where like the icicles just kind of kept popping up out of the ground and you're trying to run through this final area and there was no avoiding them?
Right.
What happened? Jerks.
That works.
Cleared out some of them, yeah.
I don't
Fortunately,
remember
even
being crazy about Final Fantasy X soundtrack. I'm looking at Drea because I know Drea played the shit out of that game.
I really liked, I did like the Hymn of the Faith.
The Hymn of the Faith was good.
And that's half the soundtrack right there.
Yeah. Maybe not fair.
So I liked the Hymn of the
That
Faith,
is-
and I liked how
It's gonna
they
get you, Brad.
utilized
get ya.
it.
Uh-huh.
But outside of and they utilized it for like every epic moment the Hymn of the Faith was involved.
Yeah.
Is it epic?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to listen to the Hymn of the
It's
Faith.
almost overplayed.
Almost.
And by the way, says the FFX music was alright.
But
Is that the right inflection?
the rest of it
I would have said
though.
I'd.
Well, no, it's 2 R's.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't an A apostrophe IGHT. That would have been I.
Sorry, Drea.
The rest of it's just like stuff you expect to. I don't know. I don't remember anything special about it. It was very. This is video game music. We're in town now. This is town music. You know,
Alright, but with less enthusiasm. Okay. Gotcha, Em.
no, I got it. It's like it was all right.
Golden Chocobo. Or the Golden Saucer. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the Gold Saucer music is great. When they brought the Gold Saucer into Final Fantasy XIV, I remember being like,
Did you know there's a Final Fantasy XIV series on Netflix?
Alimony told me about that. I haven't seen it.
It's about like some guy who talks his dad into playing Final Fantasy XIV with him.
Huh. Okay.
I just heard about it today. I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, I need to... Apparently it's hilarious and awful. I don't know.
All I can say is it's, thank goodness, a lot better than like the current theme of from anime, which is kid gets sucked in the game world.
Yeah.
Cue every Sonic cartoon ever.
Have you seen Sonic Boom? Because I've heard really good things about Sonic Boom.
Oh,
I've seen
so.
some funny clips from Sonic Boom, actually.
I hope so.
And like Knuckles is the best character because he's just retarded.
Oh, there was one where, like, Sonic was dealing with an annoying fan, right?
Okay.
And he's like, alright, just go to your happy place, and it zooms into his head. And, like, he has a moment where he's in his happy place, and then the annoying fan shows up there. He's like, what? She's like, fine, try this again. Go to a happy place. So he goes into, like, a blank white room. And, like, the annoying fan shows up there, too. She's like, fine, forget this. And then he zooms out, and he goes to the previous room, and then he zooms out to reality, and then he zooms out one more, and it's this guy in the real world in a bad Sonic costume. He's like, crap, too far.
Alright, that's pretty great. Because, like, for a few years there, like, in the early 2000s, like, they rebooted everything, and it was all Pokemon ripoffs. Like, did you notice that? Because like they did like some kind of Transformers. I can't even remember which Transformers it was. But it was 3 little kids and little mini Transformers. And
I remember that.
The hell is this bullshit? Like, what?
I mean, it was weird. There were real Transformers in it too, but it was weird.
And then there was like a bunch of weird Sonics that were not interesting. Like Sonic fell into a kid's swimming pool or something. I don't even remember. I don't know. It was dumb.
Oh, and Ham said that kids sucked into video game was every plot when he was a kid, which was the early 2000s. And he's like, is that still going on? Well, I mean, like, it's really prevalent in anime, because, like, Sword Art Online, of course, Log Horizon. I think probably one of the more entertaining ones is Overlord. Do you know the plot of Overlord?
No idea.
Okay, so the plot of Overlord is this kid who is part of a MMO guild. Brad, you're gonna die!
Such faith.
He's fine. Who, like, was part of an incredibly high-level guild. And what they really enjoyed doing was they were an evil guild. They made, like, they had their castle that was all set up to kill players that tried to raid them and all this other stuff. And so he was, like, a max-level necromancer. But his entire build was, like, a role-playing build. He didn't min-max. He made a role-playing build or whatever. And they all talk about how they're shutting down the servers for this game. They're going to shut it down. So him and his guild all get together, and they're like, well, we're going to hang out in our guild hall until they shut down the servers. And so it got to the point where it was getting late, and all of his guild members start to leave and stuff like that. And he's like, okay.
I know. I see.
He's like, okay, I've got nothing else. I'm just going to hang out until the servers go down. And then when the servers go down, he ends up in another world. But he's his MMO character. So he is this max level necromancer.
Nice.
And he's got his guild hall with all of the NPCs that they specifically built for their guild and everything like that. But now they're actual people with their own minds and all this other stuff. And so it's about him because he's not a bad person. He just made an evil character. Mm-hmm. So now he's in this new world being a good person. But he's just as... he's a skeleton in a robe, and he's got all this just epic level magic and stuff like that, but he's like trying to be a good person and help this place out, but he looks evil as fuck. And like all of his subordinates are like, succubi and like flame golems and just all this other stuff. It's really funny.
That actually sounds pretty great.
We're all confused.
Well, it's really funny because like his subordinates were only evil because they were evil at the time, and so when he starts turning good, they're like, well, if that's what the master wants to do, we're all on board, so let's do it.
So all like ghouls and vampires and shit are like, oh, let me give you this piece of bread, sir.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not quite that, because there is a thing where like anytime somebody steps up, like he's got this one like succubi who's like his main henchwoman, effectively, or she was something else, but I mean, might as well be.
Yeah.
But like. And when she goes into combat mode, when they go out of the castle and stuff like that, she's in like full plate armor and stuff like that. And like anybody gets near him, they're like, "Filthy humans should not be anywhere near my lord. Back off!" And he's like, "No, chill out, it's okay. I'm trying to talk to these people." But that one's pretty funny.
That's kind of great. I kind of like that.
And
plot.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we've entered the plot zone, so
No, not the
buckle
plot
in.
zone.
Get comfy. We're gonna be stuck here for a while.
Well, okay.
I didn't say fall asleep.
Terra gets like an octuple cut.
Where we should have seen this scene. We should not have seen it with Ventus. Because Aqua and Terra got there first.
Yeah. Well. Apparently they just kind of glared at each other for a little while.
I was told the master was struck down.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
I maybe did
I'm
it.
kind of an idiot.
That's right.
Terra's more than a little bit of an idiot.
I was stupid saying help say I would do it. The master. He tried to hurt Ben. I only thought to protect him. But I was tricked. Saying the whole thing up. so you can have more consistency. You were right, Aqua. So was the master. I did need to be watched. I went astray, but no more.
I said no to the Krispy Kreme.
What else is darkness but hate and rage? Xehanort is seeing the dark fires within you, making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me, how does that honor our master's memory, Terra?
He's walking, but not getting any closer.
Finally mastered the Keyblade technique of walking in place dramatically. Also, this is why you play through Ven first, because he just shows up and blurts this out, and you're like, oh, what? What were those things you just said?
I love how everyone can hear the difference in the pronunciation.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. If we ever need to talk about it, we'll call it the Keyblade, because that's the thing that makes sense.
Well, they can just see the subtitles.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are you fucking subtitling me?
Yes.
Never be torn apart, alright? Always find a way.
With my hot dog fingers.
I'm asking you as a friend.
Kill me if you have to.
Just put an end to me.
That would be the point where Bloodpool shows up and pops him in the head. What? He asked for it! Hello, Stalker. Silver says, okay, Terra and Ven need to go home and not fight.
You know, I would totally accept the resolution of the story as the happy ending version, where Aqua shows up and she's like, I am the Keyblade Master. You two go home. I will take care of this mess that you guys caused. Because if those two aren't there, there's no more mess.
That's true.
And she is the Keyblade Master.
Alright, guys.
But she doesn't actually have that much agency.
Stand next to each other. Go home.
You've both already admitted that the master was right. And therefore me. So go home.
No, Anubis, what are you doing?
Getting whooped by your own element.
Which is what you said the last time we saw this.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
But that's okay, because we're going to see this once more.
Yep.
I'll
And
probably
you
say
can
the
say
same
it
thing
again.
again.
Anubis, no!
The Anubis one was new.
Anubis.
Stop dying, Josh.
Dude, kiss of death! What the hell do you want me to do? I have no power here. I thought those keys were lifeless!
Magic, shut up.
God damn it. I can't argue with that.
Excuse me.
Ham goes, Necroman key! We got this dude by the back of the head!
In fairness, if someone could actually hold up someone else by the back of their head, you'd be pretty helpless.
Yep.
I mean, Fen also has magic. He could just cast magic, but no. He kind of flail about.
Best I've ever done was a full Nelson on somebody, but that worked pretty well.
Ben, are you okay?
Or, you know, when I totally immobilized your sister.
Which time? Her mistake was fighting back.
Give up! No!
It's way harder to carry someone when they're limp.
Oh, I'm so evil. Oh, there you are.
Silver's mad at me.
Oh, we actually get to have this fight this time. And who was this guy again?
Hello, Combat Elf.
This is one of Organization 13.
And now Ham has added Necro Mickey. Ah. Water on my tablet. So cold. Is that mandatory for Keyblade wielding?
Apparently. Although every time this guy shows up, he pisses someone off, so it may just be him.
He just assumes that from Keyblade wielders now.
You're constantly scowling at me.
Reggae.
I just love how this guy like shows up out of nowhere.
Pretty sure that's the thing.
I think.
Oh, I remember the
Greg,
weapons.
yeah, Zigbar was his 13 name.
Didn't actually hurt him that much.
Yeah, it's more for, and you have to do his gimmick.
Yeah,
reflect
Aqua
thing.
Reggae. Strong acid. Okay. That was a thing. Oh, that was cheap.
Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. It's quite enough of that, sir. Quite enough of that.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's charging something up?
Oh, yeah. That didn't actually do that much damage.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew! Ow! Ow! Okay, that worked. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. Now that's just plain really cool. Also, doesn't seem like you can block that.
No, I guess not.
Stop anytime soon?
He says no.
Where is it? No.
Aw.
What?
I don't wanna. Wow.
Whoa, renewal shield is pretty great.
Yeah.
There's a reason I went for
Charge it
that,
up.
really. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I blocked too early. Doesn't matter. I could just block.
I'm gonna get my health back and hit you with your own bullets, you jerk.
Oh, nice.
That's amazing. Whoa.
I actually hit him with it this time. Diamond dust! Oh, no sheet.
Oh, you're doing that again. Alright.
And that's okay. She is with us in spirit.
Pew!
Fall off the cliff,
Yeah,
you
no kidding.
knob.
That would have been the funniest thing. Charge! Ah!
It's Kingdom Hearts. He would have just jumped back up. It would have been
Still
so
would have been
satisfying.
hilarious.
I know, but if you lost some health doing it, that would have been really funny. Okay, that
That
was an
works.
interesting curve.
Please let me block.
You unlocked Heal Strike.
Does
Oh,
that mean you heal every time you hit somebody?
it's a finisher, so
Aha! Spiky Ice of Death for you, sir.
knocked him out of that attack. What are you doing? What you doing? Oh, you're doing that again.
Being a jerk.
Yep.
No, my diamond dust.
Your face is stupid. How dare you? Reload just sounds like smack me. And he goes,
I mean,
reload, and it's like, okay, so
in
I
the
hit you
Kingdom
now.
Hearts 2 fight, that is exactly what he was saying.
I mean, that's what he said. He said reload.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could actually take advantage of that in Kingdom Hearts 2 fight.
Oh, you
but
can't in this one?
Not as well. Mechanics aren't as good.
Ow. He
Upon
hit you the
rethinking it-
entire time you did that.
Upon rethinking it, Silver, the Xenogears soundtrack overall is really good. I'm remembering more songs. It's really good. You're right.
This is clearly the best.
Okay, I guess that'll kill him. Sure.
Sure, why not?
Kill him with his own bullets.
That was way easier than stupid Striker or whatever, what Stalker you call him.
Because he looks like Stalker.
Vanitas.
that guy.
Yep. Croc, Legend of the Gobos music is really catchy.
Man, it has been a long time.
That'd be a
I
bad
had
thing.
Croc 2. It was a PS1.
Yeah, it was just a platformer, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And interesting in that each level has its own song, slight variations of each other. Huh. Okay, now you're wearing the armor and you're not flying around. What the hell?
I've been wearing it since the beginning of.
But not during the fight. Or did I
Oh.
miss it? I didn't
I-
think she was wearing it during the fight.
I thought she was. I don't know.
Was she? Nobody knows. Alright.
It's Kingdom Hearts. There's a lot going on.
This is
screen.
new. We didn't see this last time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's her story.
She's having a flashback from 5 minutes ago.
I hate it when games do that. Or animes, or anything.
Yeah.
It's like, this was in the same episode. I don't need to see this again. Nikki, you're too late. What's going on?
Thank goodness. Ben,
You're no longer a popsicle.
you're safe.
Not going to mention the
Keyblade.
giant ridiculous blade he had.
There were so many Keyblades
no,
laying around.
No.
he has the Kai blade.
No, I know that, but still, there were
Okay.
so many Keyblades laying around. I can understand confusing that. Oh.
That's not bad.
Correct. I am not Ventus. His heart has become a part of mine now.
Ha ha ha.
This keyblade will open a door
It is so stupid.
that leads to all worlds.
Yep.
Then, Keyblade-bearing warriors will flock here, each and every one of them, to battle for the light within Kingdom Hearts.
Although I can totally imagine people, like,
Just like the legend says,
sitting in their middle school class, sketching different Keyblades.
I need a Keyblade that's actually 2 Keyblades and has an actual blade.
Mine's 3 Keyblades put together and you can throw it like a boomerang. I call it the Keyglaive.
I want a Keyglaive.
The Boomer Key.
I want a Keyglaive. I just want it.
Oh, another fight.
I also need a Keyblade. It's a
No,
Keyblade
but
on the end of a long stick.
Wow, this didn't happen in Ven's story.
Yeah, he was
Or at least
unconscious and inside his own heart at the time, so
Yeah.
we didn't get to see it.
Hey, stop with the
Yeah,
stabby.
Not cool. Not cool guy. Thought we were friends. Did I not get health
Do
from
we have
that?
this fight already?
Well, now we've got
He
my
has
help.
he has that move, so it's a little no.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Ow. Ow. Go. Oh man, I hate that move so much.
Flash dance.
What a feeling.
I know. Every time she dies, I'm like, yeah.
And the bucket of water. Bloosh.
That bucket of water scene's pretty great. Not gonna lie. You know what we're talking about, youngin'?
Nope.
Nope. Flash dance. Movie before your time.
I think it's
Oh,
technically
apparently
mostly
I did
before
a-
mine, too.
Apparently I did a
and
move
yours.
with Mickey.
Ah,
I don't know.
Odd. Of course, Silver with what a feel.
Hey Siri. When did Flashdance come out?
Oops.
Get Up, single by SZA
Yep,
and DJ
sorry.
Tunes was released on the 3rd of July,
Nah, I messed that up.
2017.
Also, now Apple's going to ad block our site. Or copyright claim our video because you had Siri talk.
Oh, dang it.
Actually, no, Nintendo really hasn't done that with these because this isn't a Nintendo game.
Yeah. It would be weird if Nintendo did it with this, because...
Right, this is a Square Enix game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like all of our Breath of the Wild videos are copyright claimed.
Is that bad?
No, because we're not making any money anyways.
Yeah. It's just... It's an automatic thing they do.
If we were, it'd be a little upsetting, but we're not.
So if we had been, what would happen?
They'd get all the money. We would get no money for our videos.
Yeah, they get any advertising.
Which is why if we ever do better at this, we're never playing another Nintendo game.
Yeah, Silver, Drea has Siri set up as a British dude on her phone. You can change the voice.
Yes, you can.
Oh, do I need to be doing...
If I ever, and this will never happen obviously, but if I ever had an Apple phone, I would want Siri to be Terry Crews.
That's not an option, sadly.
And I don't want an Apple phone.
You didn't want one anyway.
Speaking of which, did you guys hear about the new iPhone X?
Oh God, no.
Because they had the Apple keynote thing. It's $1,000. What, an Apple iPhone X?
What does it do? Make you sandwiches? Like gold-plated sandwiches?
I was gonna say for that much, it better find me a winning lottery ticket. I could be cruel,
It does.
but
It
we're
also
supposed
finds
to be a
every
family
other.
channel.
It also finds every other iPhone owner lottery ticket, so it's worth like $12.
Damn it. The key phone. Hey, you know what? Keyblades turn into spaceships, Ham. They might as well have phones as well. I mean, they gotta communicate with each other somehow.
Agreed. And if they did, we'd have no game here.
I suppose it's true.
Terra, get your ass home!
And Flashdance came out in 1983.
We were little.
Yeah.
We were 2 years old.
I still saw
I
it.
need to do something.
I still saw it too.
Not when it came out, obviously, but one of my parents had it on VHS. But
I'm just remembering some time ago. We were visiting my dad for the summer, and he had like 8 movies on VHS. I saw them all so many times.
oh, and now he's got that that digital system
The
set up.
Fire Stick, whatever.
Yeah. He's like, I have all the movies.
All the movies.
Watch all the movies. Okay.
Yeah, he's come so far. I'm very proud of him. It's a shame he couldn't have been more on top of that back when I was 12 and bored. But, you know, whatever.
Different system.
But seriously, like 8.
Oh, I'm gonna finish them off with Mega Player.
That's part of why. Oh, that was the summer I saw Silence of the Lambs, and everyone freaked out.
Blast him! Boom! Oh, what?
Aww.
I missed.
Fine.
So you hit him with a
Blizzara. I'll take it.
Ah, pew.
But you feel stupid now.
You didn't get knocked out by something cool. You got knocked out by something stupid.
Got punked.
Oh!
Couldn't have gone down with dignity.
I mean, look at him. No, he couldn't go down with dignity.
We'd have to have it in the first place.
Yeah.
Cutscene, tornado, gust thing.
It's like, I was winning!
Yeah.
I hate it when they do that.
Yep. It's the lamest.
What's wrong? Giving up already?
See, that's why I don't mind, like, scripted losses if it's part of the story. But, like, when you win a fight and then lose in the cutscene, that's dumb.
Put your Keyblade in there and unlock his heart. Oh, is that going to be what happens?
Well, theoretically, you have to have a Keyblade of Heart to unlock someone's heart. Which, the only time that's existed is when the 7 Princesses of Heart were around each other.
Mm-hmm. And... oh.
Shit.
No impalement.
How did she do that?
Power of Friendship.
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Oh my god. The ponies would rule this entire world.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This whole universe. Because not only do they have the power of friendship, but it's magic. And magic, you don't have to explain shit. So they just dominate all of the Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, in fairness, what would actually happen is they would meet the protagonists of Kingdom Hearts, and then they'd all be friends together.
Well, yeah. And of course, Ham says, "Damn straight they would." Looking out for you, man.
Mickey doesn't have to run.
He's too strong. Too strong. Aha!
I can reach you.
According to Ham, all the Keyblade wielders would be unicorns with key flanges sticking out of their horns.
Nice.
I can see that.
I'm sure there's fan art on the internet somewhere with that already there.
Of course.
Oh,
there
sure.
is.
Why not? Why the hell not? Let's see here. My Little Pony. Kingdom Hearts. Images.
Pay attention to plot.
Again, or like the 4th time in the past time.
And we just laid you down on the floor.
It's more dramatic that way.
I see. Ventus.
Oh, and heart cutie marks. Yes, of course. There are a lot of images of
When will he wait?
human ponies with keyblades.
Theoretically, it's with Sora?
Theoretically.
I'll keep him safe. Until he wakes. Forever if I have to.
It is not protection. You see, Ventus's times hangs in the balance. It's in the place between light and darkness.
It's in Twilight Town?
That means he will be looking for a friend. One lives to show him the way.
He's off being not Rock. He's off being Roxas instead of not Roxas.
Not for another 10 years or so. But eventually.
Don't you worry, Aqua. I believe in them too. Gosh, he's been as good a friend to me as anybody.
We met
When did
2
you
whole
guys hang
times.
out?
They met twice.
I know, but they didn't hang out.
Yeah, no.
They're just like, hi.
This is Kingdom Hearts. You meet someone for the first time.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not a bad
You were
guy. You
lifelong
instantly become friends.
Terra.
Death and forever.
I think I know how to find him.
I just squeeze this really hard and crack it. Oh, shit.
Maybe I messed that up.
Does anybody have any glue? Or a soldering gun?
That could come up in Kingdom Hearts 3?
What?
Well, I mean...
No, we're never gonna come back to these people again. This mystery is just going to float off into the ether.
Okay, so Ham, it
it'll
seems
come
like you
up
got
again.
a thing. I didn't really do an in-depth search, but most of the My Little Pony Kingdom Hearts crossover images I found were either the humanized version of ponies as Kingdom Hearts characters, or the regular ponies with their own Kingdom Hearts keyblades floating next to them because they're all magic.
That's pretty good.
Sure.
That would be the Equestria girls.
No. Because they're a different design than just humanized versions of the ponies.
So it's not the Equestria girls. Okay.
Why do I know this?
Why do you know this?
Because of the people you hang out mostly.
For bad reasons. You know this for bad reasons.
Shh.
Hashtag I am not wrong.
Yeah, Kira, those are basically the same images I found. You found my prince. I'm useless.
She's not entirely useless.
You found my grandma. That was a plot point. They did things.
They made us play mini games. They are not our friends.
Hi, Zach.
I did squats. I'm still doing them.
Mad squats for days.
I like the Kingdom Hearts theme. I like this
I am
theme.
the squats master.
I never really liked Simple and Clean or whatever the song they did for the second one was. Like, they were okay. Like, lyrically they were appropriate, but they didn't really...
We wasted everyone's time.
I thought Simple and Clean was always the theme.
No, for the second one, it was a different song, Brad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. There were two songs. I can never keep them straight.
Simple and Clean was certainly Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
So yeah, Silver says she can't rant until we finish the game, but Aqua just observes everyone else's story, and that makes her mad.
She... yeah... I mean, she...
Keep melting into this couch.
She does a lot of tying up loose ends, kind of, but she doesn't really... I don't know, I guess that's the problem when you do what you're told?
She's a facilitator.
Like, she was doing her job. The master said go get them.
Yeah,
Keep an eye on them.
The problem is, like, okay, I want to make it clear, I don't have a problem with Aqua, aside from having to play as her. I have a problem with the way, like, her story.
Okay, well, I'm glad
that-
you made that distinction, because it didn't always sound like that to me.
Yeah, no, I just hate playing as her. So I hate her for that reason. But,
Because, I mean, poor Aqua, like, I liked her. I liked her character design. I liked the fact that I liked her intentions. I liked
yeah, and, like, her...
I liked the character of Aqua.
She was supposed to be the most competent, and she mostly played to that well. She was the most level-headed, but a lot of that doesn't make for a good story.
Oh, Brad, you only got half the reports.
I think that's across...
And you used the D-Link once.
Yeah.
And it was an accident!
I think that's across, like, all of my saves.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to read that one we just got.
Yeah.
And Silver says, oh, that reminds me. The way that Zack asks Aqua out on a date is the same way that Aerith asks Cloud out. In Crisis Core, you see that she learns this from Zack, and this is how he asked her out on a date.
Huh. Thank you, Silver. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, Crisis Core is one of those games that I've always meant to play just because it seems interesting
Probably
and
not.
different, but
I would like to see it played.
I don't know. The problem is it's a PSP game,
She's not
so
our friend anymore.
Crap.
shrug.
She said she was.
She's moved on to Derby. We've lost her forever.
Although she hurt herself doing that, so I don't know.
What are you guys talking about?
Friend of ours.
Sorry, I'm looking up and okay, so
7. I gotta read this.
Okay.
I have uncovered the Keyblade's ultimate mystery. You see, besides the 3 families of Keyblades, there is another Keyblade. While it may sound the same when spoken, it is notated uniquely Keyblade. And make no mistake.
Keyblade.
And make no mistake, while it resembles a normal Keyblade, it is something altogether different.
Does not resemble a normal Keyblade at
Do you
all.
want a Keyblade? It works just like a Keyblade.
Keyblades are said to be man-made counterparts to Kingdom Hearts. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't remember that line.
I'm going to read that one more time because it didn't parse. Keyblades are said to be man-made counterparts to Kingdom Hearts.
I have no idea what
That
that's
sentence
supposed
is
to mean.
complete bullshit from beginning to end.
That is entirely new information. I have no idea what
It's
supposed
not
to mean.
man-made, and it's not a counterpart.
I mean, we don't know where where the Keyblades came from.
Man-made?
But most people just manifest them.
All
I
right.
mean, they're
No.
powerful
idea
artifacts.
what's
But people don't just manifest them; they have to pass them along.
I don't think you heard me. Complete
Anyway.
bullshit. Alright.
Anyway.
The Keyblade, however, coexists with Kingdom Hearts. What? Okay,
The
whatever.
Keyblade is theoretically one of the ways to open the way to Kingdom Hearts.
It is a plot thing that we made up for this game.
Yeah.
It is only forged when two hearts of equal power intersect, one heart of pure darkness, one of pure light. At the time of its forging, Kingdom Hearts appears. Well, that explains why Kingdom Hearts showed up, actually, because normally that's a little more involved.
Mm-hmm.
Normally that takes stealing 7 pure hearts, I think.
There are like a ton of ways to manifest
Anyway,
Kingdom
report.
Hearts.
It must be noted, though, that this Kingdom Hearts is special. Unlike the kingdoms brought about forcibly and artificially through the collection of hearts, this Kingdom Hearts is a perfect and complete union of all the worlds.
Okay.
Let me get this straight.
So the Kingdom Hearts that he's talking about forcefully and artificially through the collection of hearts, that is the plot of Kingdom Hearts 2.
And Silver says, Ven is a princess of heart!
Because, I mean, Woody had a heart of pure light. Anyway, in Kingdom Hearts 2, Organization 13 is trying to gather enough hearts to manifest. That is their goal.
Okay, yes, that's true.
That is what that's talking about.
Okay, no, that makes more sense. This Kingdom Heart, okay.
You're the prettiest.
All the world's hearts. So, what about when you get the hearts of the 7 princesses together? Is that artificial?
That opens the door to darkness, which is where Kingdom Hearts is hidden. So that's a way to find it. It's not an artificial.
So this is the best way to just get Kingdom Hearts to show up. Sure. Why not? Surely it was over this that the ancient Keyblade War was fought. If so, the walls that divide the worlds today are of little consequence. With the Keyblade, all their hearts could be instantly reunited, and the Keyblade War refought. Okay, why?
So the princesses, like all Disney princesses, are princesses of heart.
Effectively.
Theoretically, supposedly there were only 7 in Kingdom Hearts 1, and when you got all 7 of them together, they formed. They could open the way.
Right.
And technically, it's not always Disney princesses.
Kyrie's one.
Right.
Why do you ask?
Because.
It's whoever's convenient for the story.
Yeah.
Alright, I was gonna say, because if you really want this to happen, could we just go find Merida? Because she knows how to fight. And we wouldn't need to go through all of these steps of taking a person, extracting the darkness from their heart, hoping they live through it.
Yeah, Mulan actually, well, okay, I guess she's not technically a princess, but Mulan didn't count.
No.
Okay, so we need to talk about that last paragraph.
Okay. The hand says, point to Kingdom Hearts, you get to hit people with the MacGuffins. That's kind of cool.
Alright, so, if the Keyblade summons Kingdom Hearts, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Mm-hmm. The walls that divide the worlds today are of little consequence. With the Keyblade, all their hearts could be instantly reunited. All whose hearts?
All the hearts of the world. Because remember, originally there was Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
And it was the heart of the world. There was just one.
Right, when all the worlds were one world.
Yeah, and they fought over it, it split apart, now
right.
all the hearts of the world. Now all the worlds have their own hearts.
So with the Keyblade, they could summon the pure Kingdom Hearts. It's like right there, people. All those hearts from all the different worlds can instantly be summoned to it. And he talked about bringing Keyblade Masters from all the worlds.
Yeah, apparently there are other Keyblade Masters out there. I don't know.
So couldn't any of them have opened the roads between the worlds? Shouldn't we have run into some of them on their Keyblade motorcycles? Be like, hey, bro, like...
I guess there are a lot of worlds and we haven't met them yet?
Silver says Alice isn't a princess. Was she used as one of the princesses?
Yes.
Yes. She was, and she's not a princess.
So, yeah, you don't have to be an actual princess to be a
Well,
princess.
then Mulan should totally have been a Princess of Heart, and she could kick some butt.
I guess being able to kick some butt is a prerequisite to having darkness in your heart, maybe?
Alright, now let's go over that. Which princesses did
nonsense.
they use? Aurora, Cinderella, Alice,
Jasmine.
Jasmine. 2
Um,
more. Who am I missing?
Kyrie.
Not her.
Oh.
2 more excepting Kyrie.
Snow White.
Snow White, one
was
more.
one.
Aurora? Or did you
Ariel?
Aurora.
Ariel?
Ariel was
Ariel
not
didn't
one.
count,
Okay.
which was weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
But she was a party member and could fight.
That's true. Who was the last one?
God. Sorry. Ham sent me a
Oh,
picture
Belle!
that was...
Oh yeah, Belle.
Belle was the last one.
Okay.
You're right. None of them could fight.
Sorry. Ham sent us a
Kyrie
picture
can
that was...
Kyrie can fight now. Maybe she's not the Princess of Heart anymore.
Oh, come on.
that was Xehanort and Princess Cadence plotting together.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Well, that was an interesting discussion of pointlessness.
And also, like, they did make out the Kai Blade for this game, but it will be important in Kingdom Hearts 4.
So they're
because-
gonna drag that shit out of nowhere if you haven't played this game?
This game and Dream Drop Distance are required for understanding Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm almost certain. The thing
They
is,
didn't do that to you between 1 and 2, though. You didn't need Chain of Memories.
that's true.
It helped a lot.
The thing that they did in Dream
Still
Drop
don't know
Distance
what's
is they had story summaries. When you got to a point in the plot where it was important to know something that happened in a previous game, it just spelled it all out for you. They give you like 5 paragraphs of like, this is what happened in the game that is relevant to the current situation.
Okay.
And like, I agree, it's not great,
The
but that's...
Kai Blade is stupid.
I do not disagree.
It also kind of renders useless, like, you don't... It's way easier, I have to imagine, to get 1 heart, split it in half, and make a Kai Blade, than it is to get 7 Princesses of Heart.
Well, I don't know. None of them can fight, so they're pretty easy to capture.
And to make the Kai Blade, you have to have a Heart of Pure Light and a Heart of Pure Darkness, and like, a Keyblade Master who is apparently the only person who can do that. So, like, Xehanort is the one who can do that. When he became a Heartless, he, like, went crazy, so he didn't have that option anymore. And when he became a nobody, he lost a ton of memories. Which we will find out more about, actually.
Okay.
I guess Terra is the one we need to play.
I don't believe it would make sense.
It makes
I
sense.
never promised that, I just said they'd talk about it more.
It makes sense.
It doesn't.
It sort of makes sense.
Sure, if you down a bottle of Jack, tilt your head, and squint your eyes, it makes
What
sense.
is Silver saying? I can't read it.
She says, the blade explains Ventus, Vanitas, and Roxas.
The Kai Blade? Yeah, I guess. I'm
not
not evil!
I used to be evil. I'm totally not anymore. Totally not anymore.
Poor Ericus.
Yeah.
Check out my pointy shoes!
When did pointy shoes get popular?
Ericus gets totally screwed.
Yeah.
Since they found out that they're easier to render.
Yeah, that is important to remember. This
What?
is a PSP game. They have so many polygons to work with.
Yeah, because if you remember from like Kingdom Hearts, they have the big, goofy, rounded shoes.
Yeah.
But the pointy shoes are primed for kicking. We can ignore this, right? Because we've seen this twice
this is
already.
all exactly the same. I could skip it if you wanted.
We'll run it and talk through it.
Yeah, it's not that
Yours
long.
Keyblade is boring, Master.
Which means his is the most powerful.
Yeah, he's professional.
No, that's not how Kingdom
Okay,
Hearts works.
Silver's going to bed. Night,
It's
Silver!
over.
Peace out.
Totally normal, uninterfered with. Had nothing to do with the totally not evil guy behind me.
Yeah, this looks like Weird Darkness. I wonder where it came from.
Certainly not the shifty looking guy behind me.
No, of course not.
You two focus on the exam.
Ben, you're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Oh, Ham's also leaving.
I am.
Right.
Yeah, can you imagine if we actually had an audience?
we'd have gotten a lot more songs from cool games.
Well, also, we'd be saying hi and goodbye to, like,
We would have to
thousands of
stop
people.
doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
We'll figure it out.
We get more than 15, 20 people watching us, and we have to let that go.
Individual greetings, yes. But it would have been nice to have some more discussion about the touching video game music.
Oh, right, I fixed this stupid.
And someday we will.
I didn't reverse the controls, Brad. It's not my fault.
I know. It's the game resets it every time, which is the annoying thing.
Wow, you'd think that would be like a game option instead of a save file option.
So do you like playing Terra?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's all brute force and bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
So Brad can get right up in somebody's face and just beat them.
And, like, hitting people actually works. It's incredible.
Sonic Shadow. What, Shadow the Hedgehog? What's he doing here?
Sonic and Shadow. It's Terra's OC.
Steel donuts! Have you ever seen, like, the opening cinematic of Shadow the Hedgehog?
No.
It's so fucking bad. It's so terrible.
Alright, you're gonna have to explain to me more about the Shadow the Hedgehog thing in a minute.
In a minute? Because
Yeah,
we're
we have
watching
to
a
be-
cutscene.
Oh, right, the same
Okay.
cutscene.
Yeah, we
So-
have to be quiet for this cutscene.
Shadow the Hedgehog was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Or Sonic
Okay.
Adventure 2. The second 3D Sonic game. And he is a black version of Sonic.
Okay.
And he is super edgy. Because he's black and red.
Oh yeah, he's
And
an
he's-
edgelord. Complete edgelord.
He's a super edgelord.
He uses guns.
Yeah.
What?
Well, specifically in the Sonic the Hedgehog game, he uses guns. Does he curse a little too?
Maybe.
Like, just a little bit? And, like, you're given the option to, like, kill people and stuff in that game. They were trying real hard to have an actual edgy Sonic the Hedgehog game. It is just as good as you think it is.
So awful.
0% good.
Yeah. It's so bad. And I think probably the thing that cracks me up more than anything else in that fucking intro is he has an M16 and he cocks it like a shotgun. It's like, what the fuck kind of rifle are you using? For anybody who's curious about this, you have an automatic rifle where the barrel is surrounded by basically the foregrip and where the accessory roll would be. And, you know, pump action shotgun, you pump it because that's how you load a new shell in. You don't have to do that with a rifle, but he still holds this rifle and goes,
Wow. See, when we were talking about Sonic earlier, like, there were the original two Sonic shows on when we were kids, which was the silly one.
I didn't see any of them.
Okay, well, there was the silly one that Dr. Robotnik was like a total joke, and his henchman, Grounder, and whatever the other one's name was.
Whatever.
It was funny. It was supposed to be a funny show.
I saw that one.
And then the other one was kind of... edgy's the wrong word, but it's more like there's an underground revolution, and like Dr. Robotnik's already won. He's already taken over Mobius for the most part, and there's resistance in the woods. And it's actually a lot darker, and like it's what a lot of the older Sonic fans consider like the canon, like the real Sonic the Hedgehog show. And it was actually pretty good, as I recall it. And I don't know a lot about shows that have come after. There's that one that came in like the Pokemon cartoon era, where I swear to God, I'm not making this up, and I don't know why I saw it, but like it begins with some kid, and like Sonic falls in this swimming pool, and he fishes Sonic out, and then they have adventures.
Okay.
Like, the 3D Sonic games established that they are regular humans in the Sonic world.
This is new.
Yeah,
actually.
this is new.
Yeah.
What does that matter? I know I'm strong in the back of the back.
I was internally monologuing.
But he can read minds, for he is Master Xehanort. Yes. Never. No.
But why? Help me understand, Master Xehanort. What is it that I failed to learn?
fine you are. Darkness cannot be destroyed. It can only be channeled.
Yes. Thank you, mister.
Poor guy.
Oh, the dinner bell! So fucking hungry.
And I can see how that would have been important for him to have someone tell him, no, you didn't fail.
Yeah,
And
you're
this guy-
okay as you are.
This guy is supposed to be a respected Keyblade master. There's no reason to doubt his words here.
And I also appreciate how respectfully Terra acted there. Yes, thank you, sir. Like, he cares.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Well, he cares enough to do it right. He's not trying to take a shortcut, which people are often like, oh, darkness is the quick way to power. That's not what he's trying to do.
I don't know. Why isn't Ben here?
Very well. I will send my readers to investigate. Yes. I understand.
He's talking to the gem again. I'm worried about Master.
That was my dear old friend Yen.
Sure it was.
As you know, he is master no more.
He's a gem.
But he still keeps a close
How can you not be a Keyblade Master anymore?
He's super old.
Okay. Aren't you always a Keyblade Master if you
I don't know.
you suddenly just decide?
I don't know if it's like being a king and queen of Narnia. If you put up the sword and decide you're not dealing with that crap anymore, you can probably stop being a Keyblade Master.
Okay, but if you earn a title of master in a martial art, even if you don't practice it anymore, you're still a master of the martial art, is all I'm saying. Like, you could.
Silver would appreciate this. When you get a PhD, you're still a doctor, even if you stop going to the clinic.
Okay, but along those lines, a general who retires is no longer a general.
Okay.
Well, no, he's a retired general.
But
a president is always a president.
So here we are. I need to get this situation under control. Eliminate the unversed. And find Master Zayn.
He was just here.
I have unlocked the lanes between.
Which you can just do. Nobody else, no other of those Keyblade Masters anywhere else have masters that will do that for them. They're following the rules.
Someone has to.
Your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept. You cannot tell anyone there are other worlds.
even though
Well,
you are so obviously out of place.
Considering it never came up, I guess. PSP game. They weren't allowed to change costumes.
Which is a shame, because it could have been really cool looking.
You must know. I can't let sound.
Which is why you will kill me later.
Yeah, we gotta say that so that it's really awful when you help.
You are so obsessed with power. Terra. You mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power.
What if Mark Hamill had fun having a Yoda line there?
No, there's a national treasure.
What?
Mark Hamill.
I will not fail you again.
True story.
Nothing is funnier than him reading Trump tweets as the Joker.
That's pretty funny. Well, I don't know. The Smeagol one was really funny.
I still think the Joker ones are funnier.
I mean, the Joker ones are more appropriate. What was his name? Andy?
Ow, it cut my hand! Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna actually let you tell me why you were freaking out just now. Bye.
Well, I'm guessing assumptions are being made.
Yeah.
On everyone's parts. Well,
Iron Anubis, let's go!
Terra's making assumptions and Ben's been lied to.
Oh, did you hear what's coming out for current gen systems?
No.
Oh, Kami! PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yay!
Oh, I haven't heard the PC part.
Yep.
Oh, and we'll be all prettified, I'll bet. Oh, yeah.
How much?
Well, I hope so.
How much higher definition can it get?
Just cleaner.
I don't
Just
care.
cleaner lines is really what it
I
is.
don't care. It's an excuse to play Okami.
Okay.
So pretty.
Oh, when, Josh?
I don't know. I just heard about it today.
Oh, I want it. Totally happening. Yay.
If we get it and we start playing it, I actually have a tablet. So if they
Oh.
keep the painting stuff, we could have you guys paint the symbols.
Neat.
It'd be pretty nice.
That would be so cool. Oh,
Do we want some more
guys.
cutscenes? We're at 5 till.
I guess
That's-
we,
I was gonna say, we can wrap up.
yeah, we can be done there. That's a good place to save.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right.
Good job, everybody. We got through Aqua's story, and next time we will begin in earnest Terra's story. So, good job.
White.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here at the Cartographers Guild, and we'll see you later.